Jim versus Caro.
Oh, yes.
That's from
beauty.
Jim G. And then P. Munns backs up Caro versus Jim. Caro's $1.01 favourite.
Oh, that's funny.
Can we start the bouts with Damo and Andy Maher?
Yeah.
I'd really like to see, just get the lightweights
Battle of the
in
goggles.
there.
Can we wear our glasses?
And then you get 2 rounds with your glasses on and 1 round with them off.
No head hits, though. No head hits.
I'll tell you what. Has he copied you in somewhat? Because I saw on Channel 10 a couple of weeks ago he had the designer glasses that you've sort of made.
No
your
doubt
very
he
own.
aspires to be like the Warrior. No doubt about that.
300.
Yeah, I missed the 300.
Hey, Haircut versus Bormy. What's that about?
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Who is it? People don't know who that is.
Greg Baum from The Age, and Haircut, Daryl Timms.
Oh,
That's the battle of the haircuts. One's got a helmet type set up, and then Haircut, as we know, has got the straightest fringe in the West. Gets it cut by laser beam.
What
Spirit level.
what is it with you and Haircut? I
Basically don't like Haircut. Haircut makes a living out of all us. We make one little mistake, and there it is in confidential. Bloody Haircut, I tell you. Sits there listening to us. He's probably listening now. Get stuffed, Haircut.
This is Daryl Timms we're talking about.
One of the most respected long-termers.
He writes the what's it called?
Confidential.
He's like a dag on a sheep's arse. You catch him. You just catch him and get rid of him.
He's got a
Get rid of him. Crutch him.
He's got a partner.
Out you go.
Partner he writes.
Down at South Bank.
Krista Kretzer writes the column with him, but Timsy's the one that writes the stuff that annoys Spud. There's no doubt about that.
No, Mark Stevens works with us. I'm going to tell Steve how to crutch him. Get rid of him out the door.
I think you're being harsh.
Nah, not at all. I'm being honest.
Well, have you got a history, Spud? Is that what it is? Did you ever run in back when?
Yeah, a little bit. He just, but I just.
Did you attack him? Because Mick Moldhouse attacked him at Waverley when he was coaching Westcote. Physically attacked him and had him almost crying.
No, the last 2 years he tries to separate friendships through the media. Through his confidential pages. It was me and BT there at one stage, and we fractured there for a while. And we smoked a peace pipe, and he writes it down, and then Brian rings me up and bristles, and then there was Craig Hutchison, which I'm happy with that one. And then he just tries to fracture friendships through his confidential page. It's not good enough.
He's just doing his job, Danny.
BT and Scott Cummings is coming through on the Twitter like 25 times. What's that about?
What? That would be the heavyweight championship of the world.
Is that a genuine one?
That is a genuine one.
Wow.
What you didn't hear, Damo, was while we were out getting a sausage roll at half-time last night, BT's pulled Chua aside and said, "Are you progressing in there, Chua? You appear to have stagnated."
So much so that Chew hasn't turned up.
He hasn't. It knocked the air right out of the little Chew man, and he's buggered off to a Chuka.
I think what Chew man has done, who is gone to a Chuka, he's been storing the North Melbourne 4 in a row of late, put them all together and said to Mrs. Chew, I'm cashing in. Let's get down to a Chuka.
Yeah, we've got a place out at Rich River where there's a nice little spa because he needs a spa to fire up Chew man. They're going to get the bubbles. He'll put the 4 games on a loop. And poor old Mrs. Chew.
Don't put the spa on high because the bubble goes over his head and he can't see what he's doing.
There's been a lot of friction the last 4 weeks, though, hasn't there?
It's been extraordinary.